In this session, I will show you how to use the payroll demerit point system. The demerit point system is used to keep track of employee infraction, which could be used to impose disciplinary measure on an employee if the employee has accumulated certain demerit totals. The first step to using this demerit system is to define all the demerit codes in the system, and the demerit type program is under maintenances and under demerit type program. This program, you would define all the demerit codes in the system. Here we would define all the infractions that violates company policy. Here it's asking for the demerit code, which is a 4-character code, and a description of the demerit code, and then the demerit points associated with this infraction. For this exercise, we're going to set up 2, and we're going to use AB, and this code stands for absenteeism. So absenteeism, and the demerit points associated with this infraction is 0.5. And then we would define another one. This is UC, meaning to say not using his or her uniform. Let's say this is demerit points associated with this one is 1. And after we have defined all this infraction in the system, we save this. And says transaction complete, 2 records applied, and save, meaning to say we have saved all these infraction records or demerit type in the database. So after we have defined all this demerit type in the system, we are ready to use the demerit system. To enter a demerit for an employee, you would go to maintenance's pull down menu, and you go to employee demerit maintenance inquiry. This program allows you to enter demerits or inquire on existing demerit for an employee. Here we're going to enter demerits for employee 200. So we enter employee 200 in here, and we would go and enter the infraction date. So let's say on January 1, 2000, this employee has been not using his uniform, so we go and do a list of values and says their uniform code violation, and we would select that one, and the system will automatically bring up the demerit points. And we could also say when did this violation started and when did it stop. Let's say it happened for 3 consecutive days, so it started on 01 January 00 and stopped 03 January 00. This information, start date and stop date, are non-mandatory. They could be left empty, and you would enter your comments, in here. So not using boots, which is actually part of the uniform code violation. And then we would save this one after we have entered the infraction. It says here transaction complete, 2 records applied, and save, meaning to say that we have saved the infraction. And as I said, this program could also be used to inquire on an existing infraction. So I'm going to show you how to use it as an inquiry. So again, for employee 200, you want to see all the infraction So we would hit return, and the program will go to last infraction date. And let's see, I want to see all infraction that happens on February 1, 2000. Okay, put 01 February 2000, and I would hit return after I've entered this date or tab. See, no infraction that happened on 01 February 2000. So we'll enter another one, 01 February 2000, and we'll select from the list of values again, and we'll say absenteeism, and then we save that one. Says this is the username who entered this infraction. So now we go again and inquire. We entered employee 200. We need to hit return or tab in this field. And let's say we want to see only 01, any violation that start February 1st, 2000. We would enter that one, and again we need to hit return or tab. We can't use the mouse, and it will only tell us those infraction that happens from February 1, 2000 onward. And also we can enter another infraction in here if we have to enter another infraction. Let's say we enter 01 March 00, and again for being absent, then we enter that one, we select that, and again we can save it after that one. And there is a report that will help us in determining whether a disciplinary measure is needed for certain employees. So we would go to listing under employee demerit report. This listing will help us in determining who are the employees who are subject to disciplinary measure as a result of the demerit point system. So I'm looking for something like let's say 01 January, all infraction that happens between 01 January to 26th of March 01, and I'm looking for every employee. And here the demerit threshold, anybody who had accumulated a total demerit points of 1, I want it to show on the report. And you have also an option to select only a demerit type. For this case, we're going to use all demerits, all infraction that happened between 01 January 2000 to 26 March 01 for all employee. Give me all those employees. So I would run this report after I have provided all those report parameters. And I would select screen for this exercise, and you might want to print this, so you would select any printer that you have access to. For this exercise, we're going to use a screen, and we say run. And here, this is the report that it generated. It gave me all those infraction that happens between January 1, 2000 to 26 March 2001, and gave me all those employees that accumulated a total of at least 1. So this employee have accumulated 2 demerit points. So it showed me if this employee has not accumulated a total demerit points that's not greater than 1, this employee would not shown in here. So this is how you would use this report to determine who are the employees that have accumulated certain totals of demerit points, so disciplinary measure can be done for this employee. This concludes our tutorial on how to use the payroll demerit point system.